Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So if you are wondering why I'm doing this video, because of I need to complete my MBA. So this was part of my managerial accounting assignment, which is the task is given by Pn Ainun. So I thank Pn Ainun for this. So this is actually a case study, Las Federadas de Mexico, case on incentive in performance evaluation. So before we proceed, let me explain on this layout of my presentation, which is actually I will have the company background, highlighting the issues, and also the answering on the evaluation and also the modification part. So on the company background, Las Federadas de Mexico was the second largest retailer of lumber, building materials, and home improvement product and equipment in Mexico. It has 82 stores organized into 9 geographic regions and also was listed on the Mexican Stock Exchange in 1983. So before we proceed, in this company, the store managers enjoyed an autonomy given. The key function of the managers were tabulated here. You can see that the store manager would have a large responsibility compared to the regional and also the corporate managers, which is made that they play important role on how to elevate the performance of their store. Okay, the issue. The chairman and the CEO of the company, Mr. Fernando Gonzalez, thought that the depicted performance was due to some of his employees have gotten lazy. So, for the purpose of this study, it is required for me to evaluate a new incentive plan introduced by a consultant firm that was given the task by Mr. Fernando in designing a new performance-based compensation plan. However, now we move on to this evaluation. The evaluation part. Before we move on, I would like to highlight the differences between the current incentive plan and also the proposed new incentive plan. The current incentive plan is actually based on the company's overall profit, and also is actually 2 to 5% plus your base salary. By the new incentive plan proposed by the firm is actually based on the bonus pool. They create a bonus pool and also ROI as their measure of performance. Okay, now the first issue is actually the division of bonus pool. From the table, it can be deduced that the proportion contribution is seemed not fair due to the corporate manager gain more than others, while their responsibility is seemed not to match to it. You can see here the 3% is higher than the other two. Okay, now we move on to the second issue. The second issue, based on the data that is extracted and provided in the case study, we already calculated the bonus pool that they are intend to have. So they will have this capping on this ROI. ROI is a measure performance I talking about just now. So this is the bonus pool. So from this bonus pool, you can see that the bonus pool for the regional 5 is actually 745,622 pesos, which is higher than bonus regional 6. This is not matched with this figure. You see that the regional 6 have a bonus unit, the higher bonus unit. However, regional 5 have a lower business unit, but they get more. So this is because due to the different number of stores. So this actually highlight that you cannot use this, and this is actually an inaccurate information for you to gauge the performance. Okay, now the third issue is the function linking to the bonus. If you can see from the first table and also stated inside the case study, it has minimum and maximum capping at 5% and also 11% respectively on the ROI. So the second one is actually, it will based on the data they provided, in the data for provided here, this, I'm not mistaken, is 2002 data inside the case study. It will cost 6 store managers did not receive the bonus and 15 managers earned the maximum bonus. So this is actually maybe not evaluated based on the manager performance. For example, a group manager that is actually transferred to have a reinstated the poor performance of the outlet. So maybe he couldn't achieve that point of time because of he came in on half year. Somehow he need to turn around the outlet, which is he couldn't make it. So it is not fair for him. Now, if I can modify this proposed new incentive plan, how will I modify it? So the first one is actually a fairer bonus pool will be introduced. The proportion per person is more balanced and proportionate to each other. If you can see here, this is the proportional of bonus, which actually seem fairer to all of this. The second one is actually the allocation of bonus unit here. I will actually incorporating the store actual annual ROI without the capping of the minimum and maximum, if you can recall just now, 5% and also 11%. So it will derive a fairer bonus distribution and hoping that it will help in elevating the performance of the manager and also subsequently to the company. Okay, and the last modification that I would like to have is actually the function linking to the bonus, the denominator to determine the bonus itself. So actually, this bonus for this company, because it is actually a large company, the models must be set up by the conditions in each store. You need to see on the uniqueness of the each store, the location, the demographics, and everything. And then it must be adjusted the targeted ROI. You must present a realistic budget. So from this budget, you need to actually monitor every and each outlet based on the uniqueness that I mentioned just now. And lastly, you can have a balanced scorecard for determining the function linking to the bonus. You can assess on the manager performance rather than the outlet performance. You can see on the efforts of the manager himself, by him taking more responsibilities and also effort taken to elevate the performance. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you very much.